Hi, my name is Fawn, and I am a zombie hipster. What does that mean exactly? And no, I don't want to classify myself as a hipster technically. So when I was a little girl, maybe 9 or 10, that's around the same time that the first Resident Evil game came out on the PlayStation, Resident Evil Director's Cut. And I loved the game, loved the whole concept, and I fell in love with zombies. Loved it, and it was amazing. Immediately became enthralled with the George A. Romero zombie movies. I definitely started some light reading into some of the earlier works for zombies and all the earlier movies and everything. And I want to say when I was like 12 or 13 is when I discovered this book that was considered humor on Amazon's website, and it was called The Zombie Survival Guide. And if you've ever read or have read this book, which is by Max Brooks, the whole first 90% of the book is an actual survival guide. It's something that Max Brooks, when he was writing it, he always thought there was nothing that really was a survival guide for in case of a zombie apocalypse. And that's pretty much why it was considered humor at the time. But the last part of the book is actually recorded attacks. Pretty much stories that Max Brooks came up with for events that happened previously in the past, obviously fiction, that were recorded notes of zombie attacks. And this part of the book was amazing to me. I loved it, and I tried getting everyone that I met to ever read it. And it would just kind of sit there because at the time zombies were weird and no one liked them. And every time I tried to talk to people about them, I was pretty much outcasted for it because it was weird, and who would ever like zombies, let alone a chick that liked zombies. And so pretty much I was cast out for that category in its own, of me liking zombies, and every time friends would come over I would want to play zombie games. And then Left 4 Dead came out, and I was able to play with people online that liked zombies at least. But anytime friends came over and I wanted to play with them, they were just like, don't you have any RPGs or fighting games or anything like that? And I was like, okay, whatever. Well, then there was this comic book that came out, which was The Walking Dead, and did relatively pretty well for itself. And a few years later, they actually made a TV show of it, which I happened to catch the opening premiere episode of season 1 when it was on television. And again, I was telling everyone about this show, and people were just like, that's weird, don't do that. And so I go off in my own, enjoying the show that nobody likes, nobody cares to talk about. And then it was I want to say right around season 2 or 3, zombies blew up in the media. Everyone liked zombies. There was all this product that you could buy and all these merchandise for zombies and eating brains, and The Walking Dead blew up. And then all of a sudden there was all these zombie movies coming out, and it really utterly just made me sick of zombies. And I didn't think it would ever happen, but every time I would talk to people about it, they were like, oh yeah, zombies are the best, they're so amazing. And I'm like, oh really, when did you start liking zombies? And they're like, oh, 6 months ago. No. It was just really awkward for me that I really loved and held this so dear to my heart for pretty much my entire life, and then all of a sudden it was out there and it was the popular it thing to like, and it really just kind of made me completely sick of zombies. And that's why I say that I am a zombie hipster, because I liked zombies before they were cool, and now I pretty much don't like zombies at all. I still love my Max Brooks books that I have, especially World War Z, which is one of my favorite books ever. The movie was okay as a movie, but it is nothing like the book. Even Max Brooks completely disregards that movie itself it's nothing like the book whatsoever. And I still like certain aspects that I liked then, including the Resident Evil games, Resident Evil movies, even though those are terrible too, but I still love them. And everything like that is just, it's stuff that I still like, but I am very hesitant to try to watch any newer zombie movies or play any newer zombie games, because it's just not really the same for me anymore. I mean, when I liked it, nobody did. All of a sudden, everyone likes it, and it kind of took the fun out of it. It's almost too cool to like zombies. But that was my zombie rant. I don't think anyone would even really watch it or make it all the way through, but I just had to kind of get that out and really kind of share that with anybody who would listen. I'm sick of zombies. But if you did make it to the end, then thank you. I definitely appreciate it. And I really hope you have a good day. Okay.